Hey guys, welcome back. It's time to take a look at whatnot. We're going to take another peekaroo into the absolute cesspool, in my opinion. It's a cesspool in my opinion, and in many others. We're going to take a look in here. We have another perma-ban. We got some wild accusations. We're going to cover those. I'm going to share my opinions, the opinions of many here on this subject. I mean, starting out the gate here, if you get permanently banned from whatnot, you have to be doing something pretty wrong. From what we've seen in the past, you have to be straight up scamming people. And the worst part about this entire coverage, the stuff that we're going to look at today, is the fact that there was no reason given by whatnot for the ban itself. It doesn't seem like anyone was compensated for the fact that, you know, if they were rigging games, if they were doing anything that people are accusing them of, it doesn't look like anyone's being compensated for that. Now, that's not totally a surprise, as we've seen, even with the most egregious of offenders that they banned from their platform, that they found misconduct with a Blake Martinez. They said they refunded everyone, and then in the same tweet provided a Google Doc for you to submit evidence that you didn't have access to. So again, it's not a brand new platform. It's not some little baby company that's just coming up. You should have full access to replays, whether or not somebody is banned, whether or not you made a purchase from that individual. Everyone should have access to the replays, at least for a timely manner. And when you find someone doing something wrong, the people that were purchasing from that individual should probably be compensated. Where are the refunds, whatnot? There's still many people who bought into the allegedly rigged Blake games. I mean, we've seen many of them on screen. We had swapperoos, we had hopperoos, we had mappable energies that were being abused for the gambling games. And that's what you're going to get when you have an unregulated casino type platform where anyone can sign up. And I have yet to hear of anyone who has ever signed up for whatnot. Again, short of anyone that was probably banned prior to, but even apparently that doesn't matter. Can you imagine if Blake was allowed to sell on whatnot, but it had to be through other people? I mean, it's bad enough that not everyone involved with the Blake's Break stuff, even people like Loose Gilla who were caught on camera doing the same energy shenanigans, not banned. Blows my mind. If you were around for the Blake stuff and you are still participating, you're still selling, you're still buying, you're still doing whatever on whatnot, I don't know what else you need to see in order to just know that it's a bad idea. I get it. The new people, I mean, I guess if you're not new, maybe you're so damn addicted to the carnival games and gambling that's going on there that you need to soak yourself into that. But if you can, please do yourself a favor and just stay away from all of it. I don't care if it's whatnot. I don't care if it's Facebook, razzle dazzle, legal gambling. Stay away from it. You'll be much better off. I promise. So now back to the main topic here. We have Escape TCG perma-banned. A Combs is finally banned on whatnot. No more shitty mystery bags, AGS mystery boxes, Hit Parade mystery boxes. Wish whatnot would disclose the reasoning. Goodbye to a scammy stream that would prey on autism. Good riddance. So here we have the account is no longer active. Again, they're not. Why whatnot? Where's your report? Show the report. If not to everyone, then at least to the people that were purchasing from this. And you know why they probably don't want to do that? Maybe there's some sort of clause. There should be something involved where if something's going on, if something's gone wrong, and people potentially got ripped off, I'm reaching on the wrong side, I got a weird little straggly hair there, that they should know. They should be notified. Hey, you potentially got ripped off, so they could at least know what they're looking for and know if they participated in one of the things that was scammy. One of the things that went wrong. One of the things that resulted in whatnot removing someone from their platform. I've said it time and time again with a Blake. If whatnot is removing somebody from the platform, they are making less money. So if somebody's a big dog, if someone's selling stuff on there, the last thing they want to do is remove someone from the platform that is selling on the platform, especially if they're bringing in a lot of sales. Do we get that? Do we understand that? So you probably did something pretty wrong. And now for this not to be disclosed to whatnot's customers, it's wild. That's absolutely wild to me. I mean, it's expected at this point in time because we had the same stuff with the Blake. The Blake that had so much media coverage and still not held accountable. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. I'm surprised. I haven't heard of any like class action lawsuits that would take place to make sure that whatnot actually pays everyone that participated in any of these games where it was shown that Blake was taking advantage of people, Blake and his employees. Wild, absolutely wild stuff. So we'll go through the, maybe we'll come back through some of the comments. We'll touch on them briefly here. So you see here, we got receipts that they post from time to time, and then they did post one recently. Again, was it because they were being called out that they weren't actually donating as much as was coming in? I don't know. I don't have those numbers. It would be lovely if we had those numbers, if anyone kept track of them, if anyone has additional clips or information, because again, Whatnot has hidden it at this point in time. Why would they hide it? What's the purpose of hiding it? I get it. It looks bad, but it looks even worse when you're trying to like sweep this under the rug. That's what I'm saying. Be transparent. You shouldn't allow gambling on there regardless. I'm surprised that it hasn't been cracked down on yet. Again, it's not gambling. It's trading card mystery packs. Mystery packs are the absolute easiest way for someone to rip you off. Whether it's on Whatnot, whether it's just so easy, because the transparency doesn't need to be there. They might know what's inside there. They maybe even made their own mystery product, or it's searched. It would be very easy to do so. And time again, we see some giant prize that doesn't make any sense for a small store to be giving away. We'll take a look at that here later on in the video. It doesn't make sense for them to give it away. It doesn't make sense for them to have it fair odds to get that in the first box and the last box. Because if it sells right away and there's no big prize anymore, people are not going to participate. People are not going to buy in at any point after that. So there's the old holdsies backsies. We've seen it with PS5s. We've seen it with like we've seen it time and time again. It's just slip a little cardboard in there. It says PS5 on it. You win the PS5. It was in the last bag. Who would have thought? How it couldn't be in the first bag. No one would buy the bags at that point. It's like a trick as old as time. And the thing is, with these mystery bags, with this gambling shit, Whatnot is allowing people to do this. Not to mention the fact that the vetting process is clearly not strict enough. I haven't at any point heard a single complaint about anyone getting scammed on eBay Live. Why do you think that is? Is it because they're very selective in who gets to sell on there? I mean, there's less people, so there's going to be less scams. But to have no scams, there's no scams? If you've heard of a scam, please do let me know. But from what I can tell, it's almost like if you don't have gambling and you vet your sellers, you won't have these problems. But again, Whatnot wants volume. They want sales because they make a percentage on every sale. See where I'm going? See where I'm going here? Do we all see this? Please, for the love of God, if you know somebody that's getting into the hobby, if you know somebody that's man, the worst part is it's all dependent on people that are new to the hobby and don't understand, don't realize like, hey, and you're gonna have some hype dog screaming at you. He's gonna have the radio on in the background and it's telling you about commercials, about all kinds of dumb shit. He's gonna scream at you and tell you did a good job. You got something good, and it's garbage. It's absolutely, you got ripped off. They're gonna hype it up to, oh yeah, well, fuck yeah. You got a base set Ratata. PSA 8. But unlimited. Yeah. You paid $50 for it, but you did good. It's vintage. It's the rat. So then we had the receipts. Again, time and time again, there's like red flags that you can see a mile away, and not everyone. And maybe the red flags are just a false positive. But when you have people that are saying, I'm doing it for the community, I'm doing it for the kids, and they're a business, they're not. They're fucking lying to you. And usually, the more they do that, the more they promote that narrative that they're doing it not for a business, the more they're absolutely ripping people's dicks. All right. Next up, we got the Blake thing. We saw the Blake thing there. Let's get into their Instagram. Again, we got a recent post. And no, my apologies, but I don't believe for a second with the prizes that they're claiming to give away, switches and all this other crap, $10,000 booster boxes. I don't believe for a second that you're doing that when you have 223 followers on Instagram, most of which are probably generated by the fact that you're doing giveaways. So you bought 223 followers. Congratulations. Now, We got another post here. There's a few posts on the old Reddit. We have Escape TCG /ACombs. I feel like people don't talk about this page. They promote autism awareness, and they seem to have fallen off promoting that. Just seems like they were using people's emotions to draw them in to spend money. More than likely, yeah. So hundreds of people donate back in December, and ACombs had the audacity to show a $1,500 receipt donated. Just seems like a lie, boasting about their large number of donations to show such little actually donated. Now they're doing Hit Parade mystery slabs, $90 boxes for $15 slabs. Sound familiar? It's the same mystery crap. And again, it's taking advantage of people that are addicted to gambling and people that are new to the hobby, or maybe both. Anyone have a bad experience or maybe just a bad impression from ACombs? So maybe we'll come back through and look at some of the comments here. Let's take a look at some of the, I guess, the charity in question. Now, maybe the site is underdeveloped. I don't know where the hell they're spending this money, why they would need thousands and thousands of dollars for what they're doing. Maybe I'm missing something here. And we have donation amounts of $10 and everything else. And that's the thing. If you want to donate money, why are you donating it and relying on somebody else to donate your money? That's in itself, for them to not just directly send you to somewhere to donate that money is a little bit of a red flag to me. Why you can't just go donate to the cause itself and then not have a middleman, not have extra transaction fees that probably don't need to take place. So we have the site here, and again, there's like, the site is really bad. The site is, I don't know what they're doing with this money. I don't know how much they're paying the people involved to maintain the site and are on the board and whatever else. Again, not my area of expertise. If anyone has expertise in looking into this stuff and would like to do so, please reach out and let me know. But like, we have Summer Film Festival. So is that like a film festival that's already happening and you're buying tickets for it? Then we have swimming, which is one of the least expensive sports that you could possibly do, or activities. A couple hours of swimming. Then we have, what is this? Family Summer Film Festival. Same thing, I guess. Dayton Dragons fundraiser. So you have these are your events. And then the only event photos that they have on the website, again, maybe they just don't take photos of a lot of the events that they do. We have mini putt. We were mini putting. Again, another very inexpensive activity. You don't need your own equipment. You show up, and how much is it? I haven't been mini putting in a very long time, but what does this cost? $10 a person? $10 a kid? Where's all the money going? They have sensory kits or whatever that you can request, but again, that's a lot of, it's like knockoff Chinese garbage for like hearing protection and a fidget spinner. Like it looks like stuff that you just go to the dollar store and, you know, fill your cart, and you have to apply to get that. Again, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe they do more than what they're letting on, but from what I've seen, not looking great. Looks like permanently banned. Yeah, and yeah, we see like suspended, banned, broke TOS. Well, like, you have to try pretty hard. They allow gambling on the platform. So short of you rigging that gambling, and they have to be pretty certain that you did. Again, it would be awesome if they actually provided a report, said what happened, how the infraction occurred, video of the infraction occurring, notify all the people that have purchased from that individual to say, hey, we want to make sure that we're protecting you, the customer. Our name is Whatnot. We appreciate you, Whatnot customers. Here we have another thread. Anyone know what happened to Escape TCG? So that's the thing too. It's just like people are buying from this and whatever the hell. And the thing too is, like, even if people claim that they got the video game system or anything of the sort, even if they claim that they got something good, they can still give away the something good. It can still be a PS5 that's part of the mystery boxes or part of a mystery prize or whatever. As long as they're giving it out at the end and not at the start, it's not going to break the bank. Again, it's just like, it's the simplest way to absolutely milk people for money. When you can like rig anything of that sort so easily, people have to blindly trust you. And I don't trust any of it. I don't know why anyone would. I don't get it. If you want to support a store, and they're a small store, but they're a store. If you wanted to support a store, buy the stuff from the store. Open the stuff yourself. Don't buy the mystery products. It's already mystery enough if you're buying something that has random cards inside it. You do not need to add an extra layer. So you're trusting the Pokemon company, but then are you going to trust the game store, who might be hard up for money because there's overhead, because they're a small store, they're probably not selling a whole lot, and if they have to, if it's a family income, they need to make a lot of money. They got a lot of bills to pay. Are they going to do something shady and screw over their customers before they screw over themselves? That's the question. We've seen it a ton of times where a game store is struggling and they do something bad in order to make ends meet. Then they continue to do so until they get caught, or they get dumb and they get caught doing so. It seems like Whatnot caught them doing something. Whatnot, please let us know what happened here. Regarding Whatnot, so we have the Escape TCG and more statement here regarding Whatnot. I'm sure there's been a lot of confusion and questions regarding our current status on Whatnot. I'm sure there are. Like the customers that probably want to know if they got scammed. On Friday, moments after our stream had started, it was interrupted and cut out. At that time, we received notification from Whatnot. Since then, we have contacted Whatnot with 18 emails with no reply. So what did the email say? Anything? We are happy and willing to provide any information necessary to speed up the process. From what we have gathered, someone somewhere was upset, submitted a complaint, and Whatnot is searching for the validity of it. Chances are they're not still searching. Chances are they know what's going on at this point in time. Please, Whatnot, if Whatnot didn't provide information here. Now, we don't see the actual email. You would think that if you want to clear things up, you would show the email from Whatnot saying, hey, you've been banned, you've been suspended for X. Even if it's a vague reason, you would think that you would at least show that email. Whoever this was could have come to us, but chose not to. They don't have to come to you. If they have an issue, if they have proof that you were doing anything shady, you were doing something, then hopefully they can bring it to Whatnot. Oftentimes, we've seen things brought to Whatnot, and Whatnot does not take action. It had to be very egregious. Extremely egregious for someone like a Blake. Now, I think these guys had, I don't know how many viewers they typically have, but there's screenshots where it shows that they had 100 people in the stream. 100 people in the stream at any given time. It's not a small, that's not a small fish here. Now, whether there's always people going to debate how real the viewers are, anything like that. Maybe they got a raid. I don't know. I haven't been around there. We can't go back and look at the footage. And I think even in the replay footage, when it is available, which it always should be, there's no way to tell how many viewers and what the comments are in the replay, which is pretty stupid to me. You would think that they would have that ironed out now. Again, small indie company, Whatnot, soaking those dollars, but not upgrading the safety aspect of the platform. Because why would the customers matter, right? We're happy to provide anything if they want, but if Whatnot continues to choose to ignore us after the 18 plus emails and 7 calls, then they themselves are being immature and aren't being responsible about allowing us to the opportunity, and will move to a new platform if necessary. So you see this quite often with anything, especially when people are doing something wrong. They get banned from a platform. Now, innocent until proven guilty, and again, now Whatnot is hiding that information, hiding what the ban reason was, hiding the previous footage, hiding the account itself. We pride ourselves in doing all we can for the community, keep our prices at a great price point for all to enjoy the TCG realm and cultivate the next generation of TCG fans. We're doing it for the kids, we're doing it for the community, all in one. You see it every time. My God, we see it every time. Do you see why the community, the C word, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth? Because we see it's rinse and repeat every time. Even the people on, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a Whatnot seller, but I do it for the community. I'm not like those other guys. My mystery boxes, they got better stuff in them. Okay, so you're doing the same thing. You're just claiming yours is better. You're still doing it for money. You're still a business. In this case, it's an actual game store, not necessarily some G-baller that's doing it either part-time or full-time, trying to make a buck. And when you can't make a buck, and again, in 2024, going in there, even if you have distributor prices, going in there and just honestly selling breaks or whatever, it's not a very good option. You would need a large audience. You would have to work your absolute ass off in order to make that happen. So guess what? You end up with, you get gambling, you get carnival, you get, it's it's just right there. They're making money on the gambling. They got to mark it up to begin with because they got to, they got time and shipping supplies and getting everything out to you, shipping cost itself for you to break the packs. They get to keep the bulk sometimes, I guess. We will continue to send Whatnot emails until they respond and give us details. I suggest when we live in a world where hate and gossip... Oh, God, here we go. Where were we here? I suggest when we live in a world where hate and gossip are such a big thing that you don't get drawn into it and believe everything so quickly. So here you have it. It's the same. It's the same talking points every single time. Oh, it's just haters. It's only gossip. It's only ignore the negativity, guys. We got banned and it was for no good reason. Again, I would love to see what the reason was. I would love to see clips of that. So if you have more information, send it my way. I'm just skeptical. This feels like the same song and dance that we've seen countless times. We are community first and always will be. We are a small business with my amazing family, and our mission is to do right by the community and cultivate the next generation of TCG fans. Did we read this already? If anyone has... No, they just said it twice. Okay, what the fuck? If anyone... I thought I was losing it there, but they're just repeating themselves. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly, and I'll happily answer any that you have. In the meantime, we hope everyone knows we aren't going anywhere and will continue to live by our mission and continue to be your escape if you allow us to. Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. So here it is. Like many others, like whenever people get banned from a grading company, or they get banned from a rippy shippy dippy carnival, they're going to move to the next thing. They're going to do that. They're going to move to the next thing. When they get banned from a consignment service, they're going to move to the next option. This is why it is important that Whatnot, clearly Whatnot has their own problems to fix, but platforms like Whatnot, platforms like Drip, platforms like TikTok Live, need to communicate with one another. And if there's evidence of somebody ripping people off on their platform, like Drip should not be excited about this. Drip should want to find out what happened with this before they onboard somebody new. I get it. It's the same business model where they make a percentage off of people's sales. So they want as many people on there as possible. They clearly don't want to deal with it. And maybe that's Whatnot's way of we just don't say anything. We delete the account. Everyone's happy that someone that's potentially scamming is banned from the platform, that they're not going to be scamming anymore. But what about the people that got ripped off? What if those people aren't on the platform anymore? What about all the people that did apply for refunds with the Blake stuff and didn't get them? Again, it should be blanket refund. If you want to take responsibility and you want to protect your customers, you find somebody doing something wrong. Not only you declare what it was, but you also refund everyone that even possibly was affected. It's the only fair way to do it. And yes, that is a giant expense, but maybe you should be more careful with who you let on the platform. It's ridiculous to me. DripShop TCG live streams is an amazing online streaming platform that allows why weren't you on there before? Allows a wide variety of avenues for seller to engage with their community and have fun. Jesus Christ, this guy loves the C word. One of the most fun things they offer is the ability to sellers to be able to do bounties with TCGs. Duck races, energy breaks, and so many amazing... Yeah, that's what we want. We want bounties. Bring back Blake's bounties, please. The energy bounties, please. 3,000 stuff in the background. Again, if the prizes seem too good to be true, the game is probably manipulated in a way that you're getting scammed. You can't... Blake would not have been able to... Blake and the Blakers would not have been able to give away $3,000 worth of stuff in the background if the odds were actually what they were advertised as. If it wasn't mappable with the energy games, it just wouldn't have been possible. Every 8 purchases for a pack. You think they're giving away $3,000 worth of stuff? Please. Energy breaks and so many amazing games to have fun from the comfort of your own home. And that's not like victim blaming in terms of no, you shouldn't. The platform should be a safe place for people to make purchases and not have to worry about getting scammed. Not have to worry about knowing probability, knowing that, hey, this is too good to be true. I should probably stay away from it. It's insane. It's insane to me that it still is what it is. and the people are still using it. And the people are still using it after the Blake stuff. It just blows my absolute mind. And they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, I usually don't get ripped off. What? There should be no chance. There should be little to no chance of you getting ripped off. And if you ever do, the platform should immediately make it right. Little to no effort on your part. We will keep you updated on the status of our application. In the meantime, sign up using this link to start following us, navigating the platform and getting used to how drip works. We can't wait to see you there. And then they'll be on TikTok next. Prediction made. So here we have a little bit of a... people are saying that you're rigging, permanently closed for rigging your mystery shows. And they say, we did indeed saw that. However, this is all really just a bunch of people trying to stir drama. Both of those accounts were recently created as well, and both only have post history of bashing us. Seems like a witch hunt. I mean, just because somebody doesn't have a Reddit account, I don't know how these people that are on platforms like this, like how they don't have social media following elsewhere. You would think you would want to build that up so you can send people to when you're going live, you're having a show, you're doing whatever you're doing. But again, to each their own. Or why, like, they don't have the same name on everything. That could be for nefarious reasons, or it could just be because they didn't think it was important, I guess. We remain committed to the community, and we can't please everyone. No, but when Whatnot bans you, I get concerned. I have concerns. We know we have always been honest and community first, and we are working with Whatnot and awaiting their information to remedy this situation, come back for the community. Jesus Christ, every sentence has to have it in there. So we have Whatnot usually doesn't close accounts easily, so hopefully you're talking to the right people right now and not their bots. I should also say thank you very much to the French lady for the assistance with this information, bringing it to my attention before anyone else. No matter what, we will continue. I gotta do the French cowboy at least once here. No matter what, we will continue our mission and provide folks with the best business we can. We will never quit and never be defeated, smiley face. We appreciate the community support, and if for some reason we cannot be on Whatnot, which doesn't make sense, we will find a new way to bring our content to everyone. We have examples. Oftentimes, someone has to scam multiple times before Whatnot even does anything. So, like, for them to, like, take action on something, if there was nothing going wrong, if there was nothing wrong, not buying it. And again, maybe we'll see what happens. We'll take a look at a post here by them where they say, we are giving away a free Nintendo Switch on our Whatnot live stream at the end of the mystery bags. No purchase. Okay, so now they're giving them at the end of the mystery bags. So the mystery bags have to sell out. So the value on the mystery bags, if this is making any sense financially for a business to do this, the mystery bags have to be absolutely hosing people in order to just have a Switch at the end of it. All you have to do is be there when it's being given away to enter the giveaway. Then we have, furthermore, we have a $999,999 $10,000 base set 2 vintage booster box in the mystery bags and more. I wasn't around for it. I didn't see it, but if I had to guess, this is not something that you can just do. Not in a legitimate fashion. If that base at 2 box, if the big prizes all go at the very beginning, you get absolutely demolished. This is the same thing as we've seen before with the game lady, the one that was promoting her nudie content while children were in the store. Yeah, that's the kind of crap that we have to deal with here. I don't know if we need to do more background checks or just like expect a little bit more common sense out of people that are running these game stores, but please. We do live card breaks, primarily Pokemon and Disney. Come join Escape TCG on live stream from the comfort of your own home or on the go. Use the link below to sign up and get a $15 credit as well. $15 credit, sick. So affiliate link there. I don't know if Whatnot requires you to disclose if it's like an ad, depending on what the platform is. Sometimes they'll require you to put like ad in front of it or hashtag ad or whatever. Also, depending on where you are. I think when you're in the US, I think it's a lot more strict on what you have to do. Again, it's probably pretty common knowledge to people that like if you're getting a credit for signing up with using their link, that you're probably also pumping them financially. By the way, guys, the link tree. Thanks for using the link tree. All the links on there. There's tons of affiliate links. They are affiliate links, full disclosure. If you click those before you shop for the things you're going to buy anyway, great way to support the channel. Shop on your old troll and toad. Use your code RATTLE5. There's a bunch of codes as well. Get some discount codes going. Those also support the channel and save you some money at the same time. Little bonus. Now, yeah, they are correct. It looks like the base jet due box is right in around $10,000. But again, do they have $10,000 to just blow on something like this? Now, I don't know how much more we need to touch on here. We can go through. Essentially, it's just a lot of like, hey, predatory. There's some bits here about how the Kraken Hits was like supporting them. Of course, Kraken Hits supported Escape TCG. I mean, here, let's read a little bit. We have, well, he's gone now, so no one can buy from him, LOL, but he always cheated his mystery bags, not adding chases till the end. 250 plus bag games that he didn't finish on one stream. So, you know, he altered them or added chases on second stream. I don't know the exact reason he was banned. I just know he scammed with the mystery bags. So that's the thing. When you have mystery bags and they go into another stream, or they can be altered in between streams, no matter how many streams it is. Saving stuff to the end is like the age-old easiest way for you to scam people and not get caught doing it. You can pretend that all the big prizes were there, as long as you don't sell out on the initial stream. And if you don't have a very big audience, if you don't have many real buyers, they're gonna sell slow. You might not maybe end stream early. Oopsie doopsie if you're running out of bags. Bags are there on the next one. So like 250 bags is unacceptable. If you have no way of selling those, short of if you want to sell 50 bags and you got 250 total, if you want to go through and open all of those additional bags to prove that all the big prizes were there and not just like continue, oh, we'll be back next time, where we don't know if those are the same bags and the same contents within those bags. Like, please, guys, stay away from the friggin' gambling shit. It's so easily rigged. You are 100% trusting whoever it is that's putting this shit together, that's putting on the carnival game, that's doing everything else. They're not looking to lose money. They're not doing this. They might say it's for the community, it's for the kids and all this other shit, but guess what? You're not getting any of that big stuff in the first boxes, in the first bags, whatever mystery product that they're trying to give to you. And they expect, even if they're doing it in a legitimate way, you're probably going to get something you don't like, that you don't want, that's just junk that they're trying to get rid of. That's like the least predatory of the mystery products, is they're just going to make money off the fact that it's gambling. More often, especially when it's too good to be true, it's probably rigged gambling. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what the updates are. We'll see what Drip does. We'll see what TikTok does. If these guys just keep migrating from platform to platform. Again, in an ideal scenario here, there's no gambling allowed on any of it. It's just if you want to do a rip and ship, I think that's what it was designed for. If you just want to sell singles, if you want to do a rip and ship, I kind of understand that. I get that. You're still going to be very susceptible to shill bidding because, again, if they only need one friend to just bid up every item to save them when an item's going too low. That sort of thing. And you can't trust, it doesn't matter if it's the biggest person on the platform that should be making money otherwise. Because if it's Blake Martinez, because it was, did you trust him? Would you trust him? That's what I thought. All right. See you next time, guys. Remember, friends don't let friends and whatnot. Maybe someday they'll clean up their act, clean up the platform. But this is another example of them just doing just an unacceptable amount for the customer. And that's who's funding them. Remember that. If you're a customer on there, you should be more upset than I am. Because they're taking you for a ride.